Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to Talk Basha. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video, we will be analyzing the performance of 5 players: Antoine Griezmann, Memphis Depay, Ronaldo Araujo, Sergio Busquets and Frenkie de Jong, analyzing their game, about how they have performed up till now and what's next for them in the upcoming matches. All coming up in today's video. So sit back and relax and come on, let's get on with it. First of all, let's start with our number 7, Antoine Griezmann. He is someone who has been deployed on the right hand side, playing more of as a right winger, but having that freedom to stay wide or dropping deep, playing sometimes as a number 10 or as a second striker. He was isolated for most of the match against Athletic Club. After the match, he did say he has to get more protagonism and Koeman wants him to be more prominent. And I also want the same thing from him. He has to be the protagonist of our attack alongside Memphis Depay. About him, I will be talking in a minute. Against Real Sociedad, he started brilliantly. He was getting involved. But against Athletic, he was kept quiet. And I know Antoine Griezmann is a world-class player and I will never doubt that. But he needs to get more involved, as we saw in the starting 15 to 20 minutes against Real Sociedad. He has to convert it in a full match. If he is dropping deep, he has to ask for the ball. Or if he stays up front, he has to be a threat. He needs to be more confident. Yes, in the last couple of seasons, Griezmann always made those in-behind runs, but he wasn't always being picked. But he has to demand that from the other players. He has to make his presence felt. He needs to create that fear once again within the opponent's defenders. Against Athletic, we saw 1 or 2 diagonal passes and also sometimes him helping out defensively, but he needs to do more than that. Against Athletic Club, when Demir was brought on, Griezmann was then shifted to the centre, playing more centrally, and maybe he was a little more involved, but that wasn't enough. One more thing I want to point out is whenever he's on the ball, he usually passes it backwards. But here I think he needs to be more confident, take a few plays, do a few dribbles, and get past through them, and also try to have a shots from outside the box. In the upcoming matches, I hope Griezmann can get onto the score sheet. It is going to help his confidence, and we need him firing in all cylinders for the rest of our campaign. Now moving on to our number 9, Memphis Depay. It has been just a month he has started playing for us, but it looks like he's doing it for years. He's someone who is very versatile, very quick, agile, has physicality in him, and usually someone who is deployed in the left wing, who can also play as our number 9. His performances has been brilliant. He is really becoming the focal point of our attack, and he is stepping up. He scored against Girona, Stuttgart, against Juventus, he scored and assisted, and in the start of the season, he did provide an assist, and in the match against Athletic Club, he gave us a point. He could have even won the match for us. One thing I want to talk about him is not only that he scores, but the way he does it. And whenever he's on the ball, he always looks confident. With each passing match, he looks more and more settled here in Football Club Barcelona. He's really causing that fear factor within the opponent's defenders. One more thing that I want to point out about him in the last few matches is his positioning and his link-up play. That is almost perfect. Sometimes you will find him between the 2 central defenders, acting as a number 9, or will stay out wide, hugging the touchline, stretching our play. He almost has that sense when to play centrally and when to go out wide. He can provide you with assists from set pieces, just like he did against Real Sociedad and the Joan Gamper Trophy. Or he can come up with goals, important, much-needed goals like he did against Athletic Club. And he is someone, given our current financial situation, we got him for free. And the way he has been performing, if he continues that, surely he can provide us happiness in these tough times. And I can't wait for a fully fit Ansu Fati to be back in action. Him playing on the left-hand side and Memphis playing centrally. I'm very much excited to see these two linking up. Now moving on to another Dutch player, the 24-year-old Frenkie de Jong. And with each passing day, he is getting better and better. And as this is his 3rd season at the club, there will be more pressure in him. During the pre-season, some of the passes he was making was brilliant. That lobbed pass in the match against Stuttgart, which led to a goal which was finished brilliantly by Depay. And the last match against Athletic, he was the one trying to make things happen. Almost even scored a goal, but he was unlucky as he hit the crossbar. And we are all aware of his quality. He can sometimes chip in some important goals as he did last season and can also play as a 3rd centre-back if needed. And what I like the most about him in the first 2 matches of the season is his vision, passing, his tenacity of moving the ball forward, doing a few dribbles, getting past players. He even got an assist against Real Sociedad. It was a brilliant lob pass in the box and Braithwaite finished it. It is a huge season coming up for him. He has to be the one orchestrating things in the middle because he is the future of this club and also sometimes chipping in goals if needed. There is going to be pressure on him to live up to these expectations. And in the upcoming matches, one more thing that I am looking forward to is that Dutch connection, de Jong and Depay. And if these two can combine properly, it is going to do the world of good for us. Now let's talk about our 22-year-old promising defender Ronaldo Araujo. We Barcelona fans have a lot of hope for him. He has been providing us some great performances and he didn't play much against Real Sociedad. But I especially want to talk about his performance against Athletic Club. At around 30 minutes, he came up for the injured Gerard Piqué, could have scored a goal through an overhead kick, did a goal line clearance. Overall, he did play well. And I want to point out two important aspects about his game is his speed and his aerial threat. In Barcelona's backline, we all know we aren't blessed with pace, especially in our centre-backs. Piqué, we all know he doesn't have that pace alongside Longley. Samuel Umtiti, who we don't know if he's going to stay. Eric Garcia, who doesn't have that much pace. And Oscar Mingueza is out injured right now. Araujo gives us that extra edge with his pace. As we saw against Athletic, he was the one who was at least able to deal with the pace of Iñaki Williams. And he can be really useful to us against teams that have a counter-attacking style of play. Now coming to his aerial threat, we have all seen previously, Barcelona are not good from set pieces. This is where I think Araujo can be really useful to us. Whenever he is there, he has that physical presence. He can score some goals from headers if needed. And as per reports, Piqué is out for the next 3 weeks with a calf injury. Even Eric Garcia is going to miss out the upcoming match against Getafe as he has been red carded. And the upcoming matches, he is going to get chances, that's for sure, and he has to make the most of it. And the upcoming matches, I would love to see Araujo paired with Eric Garcia. This pair gives me excitement, and we all know these two have a lot of potential. Hoping that these two can give us that much needed solidity in our backline. Now moving on to our captain Sergio Busquets. He is by far regarded as the best central defensive midfielder of all time. Yes, he had some poor seasons recently and he has been declining a little. In the start of the last season, he was slow, sluggish and was making poor mistakes. But I have to say hands down in the second half of the season, he changed completely, maybe somewhat close to prime Sergio Busquets. And this season, there will be more pressure in him as he's now the captain of our club. He has to be the one controlling things from midfield. He has to dictate the game, be more vocal. He has to lead the team now. In the last 2 games, he has been good. Some of his passes were crisp, movements were good, and I expect more from him in the upcoming matches. So that is it for today's video, guys. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of what more do you think about the players we discussed. Up till then, don't forget to like, share, comment and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.